Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is a review for College Hill Celebrity Edition. Okay, Season 2, Episode 2. I hope everyone is having a great Tuesday. Okay, great Tuesday. Okay, I reviewed Martha's Vineyard. Girl, no, I reviewed Summer House, Martha's Vineyard. I'm calling it the Medellin edition, okay? Go ahead and make sure to watch that review too. It's already up on my channel. Okay, I'm doing all kind of premieres, so y'all have to get used to me putting videos out in the daytime and not only being live at night. Okay, I need y'all to kind of just know that's what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, but anyway, let's get to what we here to get into. The foolishness that is these fools around here. Okay, now while this is my thumbnail, okay, for this episode, I feel like this is my thought process of the series. Okay, College Hill Celebrity Edition: The Foolishness for a Check and a Certificate of Education on BET Plus. I feel like that just kind of fits. You know, that just kind of fits what they're doing because, I mean, is they majoring and stuff? What was going on? Because I feel like it's the foolishness for a check and a certificate of education while being on BET Plus. But let's get to the real deal of what happened this episode. Johnson, in my opinion, out here playing victim. Kway feels some kind of way and disrespected by Amber in her antics, okay? And Ray J, I mean, he just can't get right. Okay, Ray J is out here struggling, okay, like he running for a bus with no feet. He can't get there. His feet don't work if they're not there. So I'm like, Lord, there's a whole bunch going on. Anyway, y'all know to do a couple things for me. Please make sure to subscribe to my channel. Follow my channel. You can follow my channel. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, become a JayBird. Like the video. Okay, follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Please like the video, share the video, comment in the comment section, and that's all. Hi. Yes, I'm here. Even though it is 3:52 in the morning, okay, I am still lipstick on. The shirt I wore to work is still on, honey. And when I'm done with this, I'm going to bed, okay? I will not be live tonight unless something happens. Right now there's nothing going on. I have other shows I have to watch to get to y'all. I gotta to watch a couple of retreats, get that to y'all. I think I'm gonna do Black Ink Crew. I'm trying to just push out more content. A lot of these shows is gone off. It ain't that much um gossipy stuff. So I'm like, I want to talk about the shows I'm watching. So y'all are gonna have to come along for the ride. Okay. Either way, I'm off camera. Okay, bye-bye. Anyway, let's get into what we can get into. So the last episode, we know that Joseline was out here acting a plumby fool, fussing, trying to put Parker out the room. So now it's the first day of class. People all excited. Parker feeling great. Okay, she's in a great mood. And here comes Jocelyn with her mean stuff. Run along, bitch. You fake bitch. You a fake bitch. I'm like, Jocelyn, go put a bra on and shut up. Okay, hush it on up. You get on my dang on nerve, okay? And then Amber and Kway down there in their room, okay, because they can hear the foolishness that is Jocelyn Hernandez fussing and cussing all dang on morning, and they tired. Okay, now Amber, I can't, she is just toxic. Amber is like, Jocelyn has this toxic energy. I can't do that. Don't nobody want to deal with all that fussing and cussing and yelling around here. And I agree. I don't have time to nobody to be cussing and fussing all loud in the morning. They have to get up at like 6, 7 in the morning to go to class. That's why I don't like school. I don't want. Time is a construct I don't agree with. I will get there when I get there. I feel like anything starting at 6 and 7 and 8 a.m., why I gotta be up at the crack of dawn? Why I gotta be up with the birds, the bees, and the worms? No, I'll see you at noon. The information is the same at noon as it is at 8 a.m. The info hasn't changed. I just got a little bit more sleep. Just saying. But, Amber is saying now it's just too much. Again, no one wants to deal with the toxic energy, but let's all just get up, get dressed, and just ignore the foolishness going on around here, okay? We see a mom telling Orion he's going to be missed a few days because he has a prior commitment out of town, so he leaving. I'm like, why they come on this show when they have other stuff? Like, I don't know how long they're there for. I feel like it's about 21 days. It's like 30 days or less. And I guess, people who are rich and famous and this and that, like they may have things to do. You can. A mom ain't doing nothing on the show besides being tall and smoking weed. He's tall and he always look a bit lifted. Let's get lifted. And that's it. But he going out of town. He's like, hey, Orion, I need you to take real good notes for me now. Take real good notes. So when I come back, I can still be on my game. I'm like, I guess so. Now, Ray J, he down there sleep. Ray J, I mean, everybody else up and dressed. Ray J is under the covers, breath stinking, messy room, sleep. Because remember, he has a room to himself. Because Amber moved upstairs with Kway and Tiffany. Okay, so Ray J down there in a room by himself, a messy ass room like that. And he like, I'm sleeping. Okay, but Amber like, I'm gonna wake him up. And she tells him, I'm going to make sure you don't fail this year. So every morning, I'm coming to wake you up. Okay, get up. Get ready. Now, Ray, like, I am already over it. Okay, I am aggravated. I forgot why I was even here. What am I here for? A check? A BET check? But again, somebody who don't like getting up and being responsible, like for school things, maybe this ain't the thing for you. Pass up this check, okay? Then Joseline taking all damn day and they had to leave for it. They came back for it. But again, it was two vans taking them to the school. The first van left. Okay, Orion and Ray J waited for her. That lady, girl, I am impatient. Okay? If I have to wait for you, I'm gonna leave you. Because you can't be holding everybody up because you want to be fancy. Now I feel like production made her change because the shirt she had on at first, her titties was out. I think someone said, Jonathan, you can't wear that on campus. Okay? If we go on somewhere else, whatever, you can't wear a shirt that your titties might pop out on this campus of children. Okay, well, they, students. Okay, so I think the reason she was even longer was because they made her change. But who brings stripper titty gear to a college in their 30s and 40s? Joseline, sit down some damn well, okay? But when Ray J and Orion was upset because she took so long and they left, whatever, and then they came back together, y'all want to leave me? Y'all ain't shit. Okay, y'all, I was like, girl, shut up. Y'all so fake. How? Girl, she gets something out. Shut up, lady. Hush. Okay. Now they get to school. Okay. Now they went to two classes. The first class was African American literature, and they're really attending classes with like real students. Now I feel like the students may be placed there pre-approved. They know you can't be around here, photographing stuff, recording stuff, or whatever. I'm just saying. But it's fine. Now, in the literature class, the teacher was speaking about how the older version of literature is storytelling or whatever. And she asked them, hey, do any of y'all have experience, with spirituals and stuff like that? So Tiffany said, well, yeah, like my mom would take me to church. Like my mom had me at 17. So I've always went to church with my mother. Okay, and we would sing songs and blah 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 blah. And the teacher say, "Well, do you remember any?" And she starts singing like an old church song or whatever, and the other people in class like clapping along, a good little time or whatever. Amber like, these church Negroes gets on my nerve. Look, I respect everybody who has their own opinion. I don't want to force my opinion on others, but I'm also not passive aggressively rude about stuff. Amber to me is passively aggressive, it's passive aggressively rude because she say little slick stuff because she's an atheist. And I feel like, ma'am, if you don't believe, cool. But you don't have to make fun of or mock what I believe, okay? You have a bald head and a tattoo on your forehead. I don't mock that. Don't make my church. Don't mock my church, okay? Because it's Tiffany singing or whatever. Oh, it's black churches. Look, she asked the question, is there really such a thing as a black church? Because the slaves was instilled Christianity into black people who followed it. And I love the teacher's response. She said, look, everything that black people were given, everything that was instilled in us from back in the day, even if it came from whoever else, okay, the black community, always at least the black church, took it and did something else with it, okay? So it's not as if all people are still following what was instilled in us from the slavers. People have taken their own leeway into their faith. It's a little bit different. And again, people have a right to believe what they want to believe. Now, I'm not a person who will ever get into, political stuff, church stuff on my channel. So them discussing this on the show is a bit, uneasy for me because I don't have time fussing with people about the Bible. That ain't what I do. Okay? That's why I say everybody has a right to believe what they believe or to not believe what they don't believe in. However, don't be up here mocking me or mocking stuff because of your belief. Just don't believe it and be fine. You know? Now, Kway, he said he's a Christian. Okay, he says, so for me, it's weird, one, finding out Amber is an atheist, but two, like, just how she handles stuff and the things she says and the questions she asks, it makes me a bit uneasy. Because, again, political talk, church talk are the two topics that can change friendships, marriages, jobs, just all kind of stuff because people are very sensitive on how they feel about those things. You know what I'm saying? That's why I tend to stay away from those kind of topics. Even when I review stuff for Bishop Robbery, I leave church out of it. Really, I'm not trying to debate this that. I'm not. No ma'am. No ma'am. Okay. The teacher then gives a little task. Okay, their assignment. Okay, I need y'all to talk about your relationship to the black church or to being spiritual, even if you don't have one. Talk about why you don't have one or your feelings on whatever it may be. Okay, so I'm like, cool, honey. I'm gonna say fuck all that shit. Anyway, they then also had a class in African American history, and they were talking about civil rights. Okay, honey, when the professor brought up how back in the day during the civil rights time and the civil rights movement that people tried to force their beliefs onto others. Okay, how religion was used as a weapon back then and trying to forcibly make people feel some kind of way. And the whole Amber, sure was, Amber, who hurt you? Let us know who. There was a lot of people because Amber comes off like a broken soul who is so aggravated over what she went through. I'm just gonna say, forget that. Forget that and forget this and anything to make me feel like I'm right about what I don't believe in, and you foolish to believe in it based on these things of the past. But that can go for anything. And I mean anything. So Amber was a bit getting on my nerve. And again, not because of what she does not believe in, but just in her rebuttals as I told you so. See, and I don't like that. I don't. I don't. Okay. When they get on, race and issues of that nature. Okay. Parker brings up how because, what I'm saying, she's like, my mom's I'm white, my dad's black. So it's tough for me to have these kind of conversations about race because it's just uneasy for me. Because she has to, she has she feels from both sides, okay? Why we let say, oh, well, she black? I mean, she has a white mom, so she said it's hard for her to have those race racist conversations, considering she has a parent on both sides of the spectrum. Okay, now Tiffany brings up for her fiance is white, and so she's like, when things happen to us, when things happen to us as black people, it's hard for me to even look at my fiance because I feel like I turn my back on my people because I'm with this white man. But I love him. He's the love of my life. I said, if that's true, why are you flirting with Orion? I know it's for the show this because, but I'm like, girl, anyway. But again, she said that it's hard for her because she don't want to feel as if she's turning her back on her people. Okay. Now the professor said, look, you know what I'm saying? We gonna have a conversation about all that, but I want y'all to know y'all gonna have to partner up because during this class we will be having some partner type of activities. Jocelyn then said, well, I'm the outcast, so I don't know how I can do that because they treat me like I said. Why is she telling? I'm like, in real life, the students don't come to their professors, in my opinion, and say, my roommates, they're being mean to me, professor. I can't partner up. They treat me like the outcast. Ma'am, partner up. If no one here likes you, fix it. But you can't get out of doing stuff. Okay, you have to do stuff. Even atheist ass Amber had to still, read whatever thing, even though it says somehow believe in God. They still say, hey, well, you have to do it this way. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be and whatnot. Okay, now Ray J replied when she said, they treat me like an outcast. He said, no, you wanted to be the outcast. You did that. Amber keeps making it seem as if everyone else is being mean to her. Everyone else is the reason she's not cool with people. Everyone else is treating her differently. I'm like, no, ma'am, it's you. It's you. And I love that the professor's response was, in civil rights time or whatever, there were people who did not like each other. They did not get along, okay? And they had different objectives or whatever. No, I'm sorry. They had different perspectives or whatever. However, they still had to work together to get to their objectives. Meaning you not gonna like everybody. That's just life. But you can't make that stop you from doing the work. Okay. Now the class is dismissed. Ray kind of stays back. Ray brings up how for the past 6, 7, 8, 9 months, he's been real deep down in the trenches, getting to know the conservative party. Okay, he's been around many conservatives. We see, picture of him and Trump. Okay, he brought out how he also had went and had a conversation with Candace Owens, and I'm like, really? Oh, Lord Jesus. But he also brings up how back in the day, his family was from Mississippi. His grandfather drove buses, doing a boycott or whatever. So he's like, his family has been involved in the civil rights movement. So he's like, can a black man really be a conservative? Like, can I not be one because of my past? You know what I'm saying? And he also admitted how he's like, I don't fully understand politics. So I'll be trying to educate myself, with other sides. And the professor said, you know what, that's smart. You know what I'm saying? Educating yourself is always the best thing to do. I think he wanted to be like, right there, do what works best for you. The more information you have, the better it could be. But ain't nobody fucking with Trump or Candace Owens. No, man. Okay. Now, Jocelyn asked and called the dean lady. She may not be dean. I forgot what her title is, but she's like over stuff. Okay. It's not dean. It's like the director of something. Okay. But Jocelyn then called another person in the school faculty. Okay. To complain about how her roommates, castmates is treating her. I said, ma'am, if you don't grow some balls and man up and admit you be coming at people and you try to play victim, you know, and tell that lady, they treat me like a villain, like I'm an outcast. I can't believe that. I don't know why. I don't know why. Okay. And I'm like, it's the fact that she is saying stuff as if people gang up on her for no reason. And I'm like, ma'am, you do stuff and people react. Because on this show, no one is backing down to you. This is not Joseline's cabaret, okay? It's College Hill with other folk who can stand up to your bull shenanigans, okay? Your bull shenanigans will not be tolerated around here, okay? Own up to the fact that you did something that made you self isolate. And the dean lady tell her, how look, you came here for a reason. You want to show your daughter how you can do things or whatever. It's about more than you getting along with them at a time. So, don't come here and squander this opportunity. Make sure that you take full advantage of it or whatever and do what you're supposed to do. She needs Jesus. Jesus on the main line. Tell them what you want from the fifth Jocelyn. Anyway, Jocelyn's full of POOP, in my opinion, okay? Period. And he's like, you have to this whatever, no matter what nobody say, Jocelyn, you have to stay focused. It aggravates me when people give Jocelyn advice as if she really didn't do anything and she has to be the one to stay calm. Don't be upset with them because they didn't it. It's like, no, ma'am. Tell her, go apologize. Do that. Okay. Now back at the house, they sitting around. Well, right now, Ray J. And this the weird thing is this is like the core group. It is. But we hear like bells, and it do sound like church bells. Okay. Ding dong, ding dong, or whatever. Okay. And like Amber, is that church bells or regular bells? I don't care. Yeah, I don't care. I don't like church. And it was a conversation, but I'm just paraphrasing. I don't like church. I don't like church. I believe that Jesus existed, but I don't believe Jesus was God. Okay. And Tiffany, like, well, it sounds like Amber is church hurt. She said, I feel like someone must have hurt her within the church or whatever. And she just chose to just kind of turn away from it, run away. Run, Simba. Run away. And never return. Okay? He out here, she out here acting like Scar told her to get out the church. So the fact that Tiffany recognizes it seemed like she's just reacting because she feels like someone in the church hurt her. And so I have to push it back way back. Okay. So Kway, who was Christian, he like him saying, I'm gonna try to have a conversation, but I'm real uneasy. And he asked her, like, well, what was your parents' beliefs? Like, did they try to force church on you? Amber said her mama is going to church to this day. She's still a Christian or whatever, and she believes that God will open the sky and ride down on a chariot, okay, and take her to heaven. Now look, if that's what your if that's what your mother believes, if that's her faith, okay, stop being a meanie. Stop making it seem like People don't have their own beliefs. If she believes that, what does that hurt her? As long as she's not out here buying wheels for Jesus' chariot, what do you care? As long as she ain't trying to get a horse to pull it, why do you care? If that's her belief of what will happen when it's time for her to go, leave that lady be. But Aaron, like, I don't fuck with that stuff. Christians are hypocrites and don't even live by the word of God. So that turn me off. Again, like Debbie said, she's church hurt because she keeps saying, people aren't Christian. They're being hypocrites. They not following the Bible, okay? And she then said, all the people I knew who were Christians were not good people. Okay? The Bible is just fictional, cool stories that she don't believe. And I'm like, that's cool. But you can't make it seem as if my mama believes what she believes. Leave her be. Okay? She then said, the Bible and Jesus was only around 2,000 years ago, okay, but the world was like 6,000 years old, so it doesn't make any sense. So Kway is uncomfortable because Amber's talking so freely and she's kind of bashing Christians. You know what I'm saying? Because at one point she says, Christians out here fucking somebody's husband and they will pray to God for forgiveness. And I was like, man, again, and Kway at that point got up and left because, she mocking me. Now she's out here, dissing Christians who, again, don't come for me, bitch, is what I would say. So he felt disrespected by how she kept just being, just unnecessarily vulgar. Because what do you mean Christians be fucking people's husbands? People fuck people's husbands. But he felt offended and disrespected at how he feel like she's not respecting I'm a Christian. I'm respecting the fact that she's an atheist. I don't feel that same respect coming back to me. I say, me neither. Me neither. And for me, on this topic, man, fuck Amber. But again, that's why, saying religion, politics, and religion are hot button topics. You should never have that conversation with people who you may not want to fall out with. Because people have different opinions, and sometimes you will have no idea that your best friend or your good old neighbor, your great coworker around here, and they saying, man, fuck the Lord. What? I can't rock with you. Okay, so Amber, I can't fuck with you. I can't. You cannot be disrespectful towards how other folks feel and what they believe. I'm a firm believer in what you believe in. As long as it does not affect me, I don't care. But folk who like, I ain't pro this and I ain't pro that. And if you're not the same, then I'm going to see that's where we differ. I don't have to force anyone to believe my beliefs. Let me have my own. As long as it ain't illegal, leave me be, bitch. Okay. We then see it's now nighttime. They're going out to eat. They want to patronize a local, place or whatever that's black owned to support the community. Okay. Now Joseline is taking forever to get dressed, so Ray stays back to wait for her to get dressed. She came 2 hours late. That is horrible. Okay. Anyway, but in the meantime, while they're waiting for her and Ray to get there, okay, they're talking. Little conversation or whatever. And Kway bring up how because he's Christian, he will always be open to allowing people to kind of redeem themselves. Meaning I'm not going to close the door and just ignore Amber. Not Amber, Joseline, because I'm a Christian. So I have to have my heart open to someone, even if I have issue. I said, come on now, Kway, let her know I'm a Christian, bitch. I'm a good one. Okay, I'm around here, being nice and kind and this and that. So why you acting like? So then he's like, I'm Christian. Okay. Amber said for her, because of things she's been through in her past or whatever, when she see one red flag, I'm out. I gotta go. Okay, she wants to leave immediately because I don't have time. I don't care how long I've known them. The first red flag I have learned to just be out. Okay. Now she also brings up how um because of her hard life, her hard upbringing, she has triggers. Okay, and when she feels triggered, it is what it is. Now Parker, okay, little Katie, Parker said, I'm fragile. Okay, I can't be around all this negativity. I can't do it. Parker does seem very timid to where you can tell she don't really want to ruffle no feathers, but if she has to stand up for herself, she will. But she don't want to have to be involved in the whole bunch of BS. You know what I'm saying? Now Jocelyn gets there again 2 hours late. And you see how they all dress, right? Sneakers. It's college. I don't know why she can't dress like a girl. Put your titties up. Put them up. When Tiffany, either Tiffany or Amber said, not her being late and overdressed. They said she is overdressed for we act. They work out like they had like a Ruby Tuesdays. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Little TGI Fridays. And look, the real lives, okay? It's not nothing fancy. But Amber looks ridiculous based on what everyone else wears. I feel like Amber is college, not a strip club. It's college, not a bar. Okay? It's college. Put your titties up. And if it takes you 2 hours and your hair has to look bushy, you're not doing it right. Anyway, they sitting around or whatever. We then see Jocelyn goes to the bathroom and we see Amber goes out to have a cigarette or have a smoke. When she came back, she assumed that Jocelyn would be back and she would have the bathroom to herself. Well, that wasn't true. Okay, and so one way or the other, we see Amber, Jocelyn, and Tiffany all end up in the bathroom. Because again, Jocelyn went to the bathroom to pee or do whatever. I don't know. Amber went outside to smoke a cigarette and she felt like she came back in, she had to pee. She thought Amber came back in thinking Jocelyn would be done, but she was not. So first it was Amber and Jonathan in the bathroom talking or whatever. And you mad at me? You mad at me? Is that what it is? Okay. Jonathan tells her, well, I was only mad at you because you roomed with Tiffany. Y'all roommates, so I feel like you big size. And Amber said, well, first of all, I was upset. I was upset with you because of how you act. Okay. I grew up in a toxic household, so I have triggers. Okay. And how you act triggers me. They then talk and they both realize they both kind of just, again, I told y'all, both Jocelyn and Amber had a hard upbringing. They both ended up stripping and they both ended up getting pregnant by a rapper or a producer that neither of them are with right now. So they have a lot in common just in general, okay? But look, I can't befriend Jocelyn. I can't. I can't. But Amber and Jonathan realized they were upset for no reason. They want to be cool. They had already been talking in DMs, before the show. So they already thought it'd be great for them to be there together. So they did not want to ruin that. So, you know what I'm saying? They just feel like figure out how they're both the same. Very, very, very similar upbringings. Okay, and Jonathan was just being an asshole, being mad at Amber because she roomed with Tiffany. I'm like, bitch, how you met is day two? I don't know her that well. And when Tiffany said, well, I gotta pee, I'm kind of holding it because they're like, it's been a while. She walk in and then she talks with Jocelyn. And all three of them recognize they've all been through a lot of the same scenarios as far as love life. They like this and that or whatever, and how, what I'm saying, they can move past the bullshit that was afoot. Okay. I said, oh, So then all the energy was like, oh, it was great. They having fun. It was all in one sprinter van or whatever. I'm like, but wait, did Joseline say sorry to Parker? Because my issue was she needed to give Tiffany an apology and Parker. So while we seen her talking to Tiffany and Amber, she needs to have a conversation and apologize to Parker. Anyway, lastly, we see Ray J. It's late at night, everybody's sleeping. Ray J up here packing a bag to leave. I said, where's you going? Iman already somewhere else. I'm like, why they dropping like flies? Get folk who free for the whole month and won't leave during filming. Ray J said, I have things to do or whatever. I gotta go. I may be back because everybody get along right now. I can leave and they won't be none the wiser. I was like, sir, they're gonna notice you're not there. Okay, so this fool up and leaving in the heat of the night. Sit down and go to class. So not only is Amon gone and missing a couple days, now Ray J said he has to leave a couple days and miss class too. I said, what is y'all here for? Why are y'all here? Go home. Go home, Roger, because I don't understand anyone coming on a show knowing I'm going to miss about 4 days. I'm going to miss about 3 days. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll see what happens on the next episode of the show. I told y'all, okay, they round here with some foolishness for a check and a certificate of education on BT Plus. That is what this show is. If I show up at least half the time, I get my check and I can get my certificates. Okay, but I'm like, is any of them majoring? Like, are any of them there for something specific? Like, what is this? What certificate do they get? Is it a participation one? I don't know. Okay, anyway, y'all, I'm gonna leave all at that. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel, to like the video, to follow me on social media at JayLeesCorner on IG, Twitter, and TikTok. Again, like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I will talk to y'all later. Do not forget, there's other content up on my channel. I reviewed other shows. I'm putting up more premieres in the afternoon time between 12 and 3. I'm not only live at 9 p.m. I need y'all to pay attention, please, because I love y'all and I want y'all to watch my content and get my content. So just remember, I'm not only going live at 9 p.m. during the week, I'm also uploading content during the daytime. So please watch it, okay? Gotta go. Love you all. Talk to y'all later.